Hi, I'm Derek Hooper, Australian PGA professional and Director of Instruction. Do you struggle with shanking the golf ball, or hitting the ball out of the neck of the club or the heel of the club only to see the ball go really low and off across to the left across the fairway? Well, today I'm going to share with you how you can stop shanking the ball. It's not that difficult to accomplish. It's a very simple drill. I've had a lot of success using this drill with players, and I'm sure it's going to be successful with you as well. So shanking the ball is in reference to hitting the ball off the heel of the club. It catches this curved part of the club, the ball shoots off very, very low, no elevation, and goes at a pretty quick pace because the club's usually moving fairly quickly when you're swinging it. So today we're going to talk about, well, how do we move the contact from here to here when you're hitting shots and start you hitting more solid shots again? So let's first of all chat a little bit about, why we see people shank the ball. And a lot of the time, very simply, it's because the club's moving too much out in this direction. So instead of the club returning to hitting the ball in the middle, we've got the club further away from you or further outside the golf ball than what it was at address. The main reason we see for that is that players get to get their weight moving forward. So they'll set up pretty solid, but somewhere in the swing, their swing center is moving towards the golf ball, and that's what's producing the heel getting closer to the ball. So the drill that I'll use with players that have that challenge is I'll get them to set up to the golf ball like we're doing here, and I want them to make slow swings to start with, and their objective is to miss the ball on the inside. Now the idea with doing this exercise is it encourages them to feel like the swing center stays more back, the hips stay more back, weight stays more even on the feet, and now the heel is not actually getting closer to the golf ball. First couple of times I do it, they might find it a little challenging, but after a little while they'll be able to do it pretty well. Once we can do that exercise at about half speed, then I'm going to get them to go ahead, and their objective is then I want them to set up to the ball again, but hit the ball on this flat part of the club out here. So the grooves are in here on the face. I want them hitting it on the smooth part out on the toe. So we'll get them to set up to the ball. They go ahead and make their half swing, and the idea is to return the club, and I want them hitting it about there on the club, so it's hitting it on that smooth part. Now the reality is that when I do that, 99% of the time, the player finds the middle of the club face. They're trying to pull the club in a little bit more, they're trying to keep their weight on the heels a little bit more, which prevents the heel of the club getting to the ball, and they start hitting solid shots. So we'll do that for a while at half speed until they gain a little confidence, then we'll go to 3/4 speed, then we'll go to full speed, and we're just slowly building it for them to improve. If we see a little bit of regression as we go through that, we'll go back to the shorter swing or the less speed where they're having success before we build it up again. I'm not too concerned about what the feeling is for the player. So if their feeling is that they're hitting off the toe, but they're hitting them dead center of the club, the ball doesn't care what the feeling is for you or what you're thinking about. It's just reacting to where the ball is contacting the club face. So don't get too concerned if feeling about hitting it on the toe doesn't match up with where you're hitting it on the club face. Remember, it's important as to where you're hitting it on the club face. So if you can get away, work on that drill, as we said, set up to the ball, swinging to the inside of the ball to miss it, then set up to the ball and start hitting it on the toe, I can guarantee you're going to stop shanking the ball very, very quickly. So thanks for joining us today. Get away and work on that on the range. If you've got any questions about anything we've talked about today, please feel free to post the questions below, and I'd be happy to answer them for you. Also, if you'd ever like to work with me in person, I'd love to meet with you and help you with your golf game. But remember, better golf starts with better coaching.